What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and another Outriders video. So today we're looking at the third armor set revealed in the armor week by People Can Fly for the Worldslayer expansion for Outriders, which is dropping at the end of June. Today's armor is of the Pyro flavor, and this is something that I was looking forward to a lot, and we actually checked it out on stream last night. So just a reminder as well, that's every Thursday night at 8 o'clock CET time. We stream as a community together, streaming Outriders, doing carries together, and just in general hanging out. So definitely keep an eye out for that. That is going on indefinitely, and we'd love to have you. With this clip right here, we're going to be looking at the Pyro set that was revealed yesterday. That means we have one more left over, which is of course Techno. That is technically dropping on Friday, which means the video will be available on a Saturday. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and fucking cheers. So as I mentioned, today is Pyro's turn, and so we're gonna do what we did yesterday, and that is we're gonna look at the little trailer situation first. So let's go ahead and get this fired off. A fucking charred lance, so juicy. Oof. I mean, I've said it every clip so far. I'll fucking say it again. Trailers are dope. That's pretty good stuff. So basically what we're looking for here specifically is, despite the fact that charred lance, I mean, charred lance is on a double gun, which is the only reason why I think double guns are okay right now. But that shit, when it goes and just where's that? Let me see. Where's the oh, it's a good sound though, right? It's like some iron cannon shit. It's so good. But what we're looking for is the set bonus, which your melee basically pushes like a rocket from your hand. So you can see it here, and that smack makes a nice little explosion. There you see, Jesus Christ. Unfortunately, I'm sure this is like playing on fucking Apocalypse tier 1 or whatever, because I mean, it just doesn't scale. I don't see it scaling that high that thing fucking instantly gives something. Well, maybe if it's on low life or something like that, right? But in any case, this is Scorched Zealot, right? Now, let's pop over here to bossified stat again, smooth as fuck. This is Scorched Zealot. It explains the set bonus here behind my fat face, so we're gonna look at that just now. Once we get to the stat cards. But what is important that you guys should notice is that we saw another new weapon here today. So Sunfall we know from before, Charred Lance we know from before, but Corruptor is a new pistol that we didn't see before, right? So Corruptor has a tier 3 here, which I'm gonna read to you. I think it's like super small for you guys to be able to see it, but basically what it says is target rich environment, which has got to be like the longest fucking mod name ever, but I love it. Maybe Power from the Ashes is longer, I don't fucking know. But this is critical shots ricochet to 5 enemies within a 12-meter radius, which is a pretty big radius. Ricochets deal 30% of the initial shot's damage, and this is on a 3-second cooldown. Now we already have something similar to this called pinball, right? But that's another new weapon. This is a revolver, which we haven't seen before. So again, we today got not just a new armor set, but we also got to see one new weapon. But that's the Corruptor. If we then go over to the actual gear, and I mean, yesterday let me just refresh this sucker. Yesterday they gave us pictures of the guns as well. Oh, we didn't get that yet. Maybe it'll come up later, whatever, right? But when we look at the actual set, so actually let's just jump back quickly. Now, it pains my heart to say this, right? But out of the 3 sets that we've now seen so far, the Pyro one looks the shittest for me. I think the Devastator one looks fucking right? And then second up would be the Trickster. I actually really like the Trickster as well, especially the face is really good. This, I'm just not digging this. I do like the headpiece a little bit, but all this like wood and not wood, fur, right? Fur and weird shit, and yeah, it's just extremely furry. You're dealing with fire. You're gonna be setting shit on fire. You'll be setting yourself on fire. It's just not a good look. But nonetheless, this build rocks Heatwave, Thermal Bomb, and Feed the Flames. This particular version that they've built here, and I said this in my video that I brought out today with the trickster, but I don't, when I'm doing the review here, I don't so much judge the set on or the build on how they built it, because I think this is more just a showcase for them. So it's not like an opportunity for us to go like, this is a fucking shit build because it's got ash cleaner on it, and ash cleaner is dog shit, right? But in any case, once we go here, the first thing we'll do is we'll look at the set bonus. So the set bonus is a mouthful, right? It says the Pyromancer melee skill fires a projectile that explodes upon impact, dealing damage. The damage is of course dependent on your level, and inflicting ash to enemies, right? Within a 5-meter radius. So it hits, explodes, and does ash, right? Damage of the projectile increases by 25% for each enemy hit with Feed the Flames up to 100%. So if you hit 4 dudes with a Feed the Flames, which means you need a modded Feed the Flames to be able to do it, right? Then you'll get 100% damage on this fucking, you know, melee projectile. And then it says the bonus is spent on the next melee skill use. So you can essentially bank it, right? You can store it up. So when we look again, like I said, the headpiece itself, the first new mod that we have on here is Ash and Bloom, which is a Feed the Flames mod. This says enemies affected by the skill explode, dealing also damage based on your level, and inflicting ash to targets within a 5-meter radius. So this is the whole, you know, this means that the same thing that the melee is doing, Feed the Flames is also doing. So previously Feed the Flames would actually like sort of pause things or freeze them in ash, but now it actually makes them explode as well. Then if we move over to let's do the chest next, right? So the chest gives us something called Molten Lead, which is a heat wave mod. Now this says the wave leaves an anomaly aura behind for 10 seconds that increases weapon damage by 20% when standing in it. Bonus does not stack. So this means that, and I'm starting to notice a trend here, because we saw that yesterday in one of the other mods as well, where they kind of keep saying that, you know, bonus does not stack. And I think what People Can Fly are trying to do is they're trying to avoid situations like Akari, where you can essentially put, you know, 3 heat waves out and keep cycling up that effect of heat wave, and you can double dip and everything like that. So this says that heat wave leaves an anomaly trail behind for 10 seconds that increases weapon damage by 20, and you can't stack it. So you can't hit him with 3 heat waves and then get a 60% increase, which is sad. It's pretty fucking sad. So then if we go over to the hands, Scorched Zealot's hands has a tier 3 mod on it called Voracious Flames, which is a Feed the Flames one, right? And now this says enemies below 50% health receive 50% more damage from the skill. Now Feed the Flames by itself is not a ridiculously damaging skill, but this definitely increases its damage profile once you get enemies down below. Now for me, before playing, the only thing that Feed the Flames has ever really done for me is it's been a way to reload fucking guns, or it's been a way to ash enemies and essentially get yourself some really decent life gain, right? So this actually could potentially, hopefully, maybe, I don't know what the fuck, like if you stack more stuff onto Feed the Flames, it might actually become a little bit chunky. And then last but surely not least, we get to the legs, the Scorched Zealot's feet, and this has Flame Grasp is an old one. Yeah, so Flame Grasp is an old Feed the Flames mod. So this has a tier 3 mod called Scorched Earth. This is after the skill ends. This is a heat wave mod. After the skill ends, the wave returns, dealing some damage and inflicting burn to enemies in its path. Now what this means is when you shoot heat wave out, heat wave of course travels out in a wave. This means the wave will come back. So this means if you have 3 heat waves, you're getting 6 sweeps, right? Obviously the heat wave doesn't deal nearly as much damage on its way back, I believe, as it deals on its way out. But the point is, it's another way for you to actually get, you know, a burn onto an enemy, right? To get that status effect onto an enemy. So that's basically it. That's you know, Scorched Zealot. Now I mean, I'm a self-professed Pyromancer main, so of course I was very much looking forward to a Pyromancer reveal, first of all, and secondly, it's the class that I'm going to be playing first once the game launches and everything. So you know, it's in my own interest to kind of like have something to aim for. Now Scorched Zealot is not the set that I'm going to be going for when Worldslayer comes out, unfortunately. But that's because it's kind of like built around mods which I don't really want to focus on, so it's not really for me. But I do, however, think that there are some mods that are worth stripping out here. Like I think Scorched Earth is one that I'd like to mess around with. And what else? I mean, the Feed the Flame ones, Ashen Bloom and Voracious Flames, are both interesting, and obviously we'll get some tests. Could get some tests done on them. But I gotta say, for me so far, out of the 3 reveals, the best one so far, and it pains my little Pyromancer heart to say this, but the best one so far is probably the Trickster reveal.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me.